Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor. Today we're doing another Janna episode 8.10. League of Legends. I'm streaming this as well, so you might hear me talking with the stream over there. Speaking of which, hey, what's up, Hans? What's up, No Sir?
Swiftly.
That's right. Huh.
Minions have spawned.
But yeah, we picked Janna here. They had 3 melee champions.
Breathless.
They picked Xerath, which is not great for us, but... What's up, Wesley? Oh my god, they really took it.
Upon the wind.
So nobody warded, and Xerath took the red. Cool.
Swiftly.
Alright, boys and girls, here we go. Well, Skarner's really far behind, so we're just gonna have to push in. I guess at least it's not blue. He's not gonna be landing that many autos, probably. We just gotta push, push, push. Oh, nice. Thanks, David G.
Got a spicy game for you.
Yeah, just hit me up with that email. Yeah, we'll check that out.
As you wish.
Careful, he's got red buff, bro.
Upon the wind.
At least Skarner farms kind of quickly. I mean, we can be thankful for that. I gotta be a little careful. What? I don't have a ward, dude. I do not have a ward.
In harmony.
Is he doing it? The scuttle looks like it's still up. If I had Ignite, I could maybe go for an Ignite on him, but... Dude. We're in a freaking lane. Like, I can't, man. We have to push in first.
Upon the wind.
Like, I can't just walk out of lane and miss a wave of experience when we're not pushed. Like, I understand I don't want him to take Dragon either, but... Like, we have to be pushed in first. Oh, gosh. Going for the Ezreal teleport. Well, that's good. When Skarner catches him later, we'll blow him up. Oh, he went for Unsealed Spellbook. What? Okay. So he doesn't have all that money that he gets off of Klepto, which is nice for us. Okay, Darius got a kill, which is good.
In harmony.
Hey, you can get... I believe in you, Chef Tilia. Sometimes we just go on some rough streaks. I think you can come back and win, man. It'll be fine. Alright.
Upon the wind.
I'm gonna go ahead and just get a couple control wards. I really am trying to ward even more, especially early on. Like, I would really like to get a Fairy Charm there, but See, Ezreal has this teleport, but he doesn't have any kind of appreciable CS advantage because of it. Like, the reason that Bang went, or whoever went TP, one of the Koreans started that, was so you get favorable back timings and you can get better buys and just squeak out an extra, you know, 5 CS on the enemy. That's not what solo queue is all about most of the time. Like, it's nice, but not most people who aren't, like, professional players, you know? That's why you don't want to go, like, TP on Ezreal, because you're giving up a combat summoner, which is massive. We'll go ahead and mark that Xerath's missing, although I'm about 99% sure he's in this bush. Okay, Riven is there. Middle. I didn't see if she teleported to lane or not. I'm trying to pay attention to that stuff more. I'm just going for the Emax here. I just don't think we're going to kill him early on, so I just don't think the W is going to matter as much. It's kind of dangerous for me to go up that far, too, and eat hits from the Xerath. Same reason that I went Coin. Coin helps you dodge skill shots a lot easier because you get that extra 10 movement speed. He just, like, runs himself like, instantly when he comes to lane, it seems like. I feel like we're about to get ganked, or this guy's just losing his mind.
An enemy has been slain.
I can't go that way. I want to try to help the Skarner, but... Oh, if she would have hit that, we could have killed him with an ult. She would have gotten a headshot. That's okay. This Caitlyn's playing pretty well. So I got the Xerath to waste like 70% of his mana bar on me for the price of just a couple of potions, so I'll definitely take that. Okay, nice. Probably should have cleared that, but whatever. He's just gonna go clear it. I'm gonna replace it probably anyway. So actually, let me go for that. It's such a nice power spike. I'll get a potion too. If he doesn't clear it, then I get the ward anyways. I was pretty sure he was gonna clear that though.
Swiftly.
An ally has been slain.
Alright, Riven's got a couple of CS, so we gotta be careful. Do you want to push in so I can get that pink ward? It's in that bush. I maybe should have warded upriver one more spot.
As you wish.
Caitlyn's dodging all that without boots too, which is pretty baller. God, bone plating's so OP. Even after the nerfs, it's just such a massive damage reduction. Looking, we don't have a lot of damage on that tower. We're doing a pretty good job between Xerath and... Xerath is incidentally, like, counter-pushing the wave every time he tries to go for Caitlyn.
In harmony.
Oh, okay. They put the control word there. That's kind of cute. Victor's just usually not great in this meta. Yeah, we need to start pushing this a bit harder, I think. If they're not gonna gank us. He's almost out of mana, but he's gonna have teleport.
In harmony.
Force him to burn his TP. I guess that does help him out if he's in a losing lane like this, so he can hold the tower at this point. I did stop one of them from backing. Because Aery jumped over there. Yeah. I guess there is that. That does help him defend if he's in a terrible lane.
Breathlessly.
We're finally getting this dragon. I mean, we've had full control down here the whole time. So that's a good thing. That's Ocean too, which is really nice for us. She probably needs to buy. Let me get this.
As you wish.
I don't have wards though. I'm very close to redemption, actually. I maybe should have just waited. 1300. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get Ardent, because she's doing pretty well. We get one potion. Usually it's kind of just like, you can get Ardent or Redemption, but since it's Caitlyn's, she's not as far ahead as you would suspect, but she's doing pretty well. The extra movement speed also helps me dodge Xerath a little bit, so we'll go Ardent first. If your AD carry is like doing very poorly, sometimes you can get Redemption, or if it's someone who doesn't scale very well with Ardent, if it's like a Jhin or a Misfortune or something, you can go for a
Enemy killing
okay, nice. That might actually give us the lane. They went all in on me. Redemption does give you 200 health too, which is not inconsequential, especially on Caitlyn, or on Janna, who has very low health. That Infinity Edge hurts. Okay. Yasuo's up there. I really need to ward, but I want to take this tower. We've got all of our stuff. I think we can do it. Oh, I guess I didn't need to sleep that. Forgot there's a pink ward there. Dude, this guy really needs to learn how to use his smite button. That's like twice the Xerath has taken stuff from him. That's frustrating. Nice, we got him.
For tranquility.
Had another second on my W, or I would have gone for it.
Enemy has been slain.
Okay, sweet. Actually, I want this experience. I could put one more ward in here too. Yay! I got my one thing. It's too dangerous. Trundle's too close by.
Upon the wing.
If it was a normal ward, I could probably do it, but. We're one game out from Plat 2 promos in this game. We're gonna go for the coveted 3 promos in 24 hours. I got trolled out of the first 2 and got immediately right back in there. Oh, someone's asking what they should play top lane. Fighters, if you can. Camille, Irelia, stuff like that, especially after next patch. It might be the patch after that where they're like introducing those pretty overpowered items. They're bringing back like Atmas and some other stuff like that.
Breathlessly.
Okay, yeah, that was really good for us. That Riven really overcommitted for that. Yeah. Here we go. Hey, thanks on the stream. Yeah, it was a pretty good play. I'm gonna back out of this. A little dangerous with Zara sitting there. How do I deal with... I honestly, I know that's like a... I don't know. Like a meme or something that runs around, but I've never had a student
Breathlessly.
be that inappropriate towards me before. Someone in stream asked, how do I deal with girls that try to get at me when I'm a professor in class? It's like, it doesn't really happen. I mean, I know that that's popular in movies and things like that. That's very rare. Most people are just, most students are pretty scared of you. Not that I'm like a scary, I'm super friendly, but they just like, a lot of them have quite a bit of respect for authority. And if they don't, then, I mean, I guess you could say like, I'm trying to get at you as a lot of respect for authority, but it just, not with me anyways. But I'm not the kind of, I think you have to be the kind of teacher to put out the vibe. I think if you want to try to do that thing, which I do not recommend, try to, you know, get together with one of your students, I'm pretty sure like 9 times out of 10, if that ever happened, it would be the teacher that initiated that. Because the other people would be scared that they would get in a lot of trouble. So as far as the student coming up to you and like saying, hey, is there any way I can get an A in your class, that type of thing, I don't think that's going to happen. I think when it does happen, it's when professors proposition the student. It may not be like outright, but they would have to get some kind of suggestion that was on the table, you know. Because I've never had a student be like that. I've had a student where you could like misconstrue what they were trying to say, but I knew what she meant. It was just kind of funny. When I first started teaching, there was a girl that just raised her hand in class and was like, hey, do you ever go out and like have a beer with your students or something like that? And I was like, well, first of all, I think it was like a freshman class. I was like, first of all, I don't think of a lot of y'all are 18, and I think that's people might consider that to be inappropriate or something. And then she kind of realized how that could be taken. She's like, oh, I just meant like, you know, my dad, when he was in grad school, used to talk about going out and having these great conversations with professors and things like that at bars. And I was like, yeah, I was like, grad school's a little bit different, but anyway. So she didn't mean it the way that sounded, and I knew that, but I was just clarifying, you know, just because it was on the public record there, because she said it in class that no, in fact, I am not interested in losing my career and potentially my, you know, family over that. But anyways, yeah, it doesn't happen. At least not, like, I said, you could probably make it happen if you wanted to really abuse your power, like, but it's not just one of those things that randomly happens, I don't think, in a lot of classrooms. Unless you put out that kind of vibe. Probably happens more than we think. You just don't hear about it a lot, but at least with a lot of students that I know and teachers that I know, it's not a thing. The most reputable people. Not that you're a terrible person, I guess, if, you know. It's not like students aren't cute. I mean, that's obvious for either gender. Of course, there are lots of cute people with both sexes, but it's just a professional responsibility thing. Anyways. Now that we've had a little aside stream questions, come out to the stream sometime if you're watching just the VOD and you want to talk about random stuff like that. I'll do it sometimes, but yeah, I mean, we're just basically really far ahead, just pushing our lead. There's not anything that fancy going on here. Oh, he really thought he was going to hit that. He was already walking forward until I sidestepped it. I mean, we've got Water Drake. We've got 2 dead. Yeah, that's probably a better call. I think doing that's probably better. We should probably back up. Shit, fail flash. Oh my god, for real? Well, I failed my flash, and then of course he perfectly flashed the tornado. Yeah, we should have left. Skarner left. No, I don't tell students about League. Answer some questions in chat. Yeah, I mean, it happens more than you would think. I mean, like, every semester, they make you do this job training, which, like, 90% of it is, like, don't sleep with students, is basically... Dude, are we seriously gonna lose the game off of this? Because we didn't back up
An ally has
at the
been
tier,
slain.
whatever. I think it was Victor got caught. I was trying to peel him out of there. I turned around. I didn't have to turn around and throw that W to try to kill the Riven, though.
Swiftly.
Well, might be a thing. We should have just left. I mean, Skarner just randomly left, but... Well, someone says, like, it's allowed to date students. It is extremely frowned upon. Technically, if they aren't in your, like, the way they describe it is you can't have any sort of position of power over them. So they definitely can't be in your class. But even if, like, you write them a recommendation letter, or if there's any sort of, like, you're on any kind of committee that decides anything that could be related to them, it's pretty much, it's worded so that it's like, if you do anything on university campus, pretty much, and you date a student, like, it could be bad.
An enemy has been slain.
It's usually other students also.
Slain.
Damn it, I was trying to rotate down because I thought everybody was, it was all going down there. Like, I think it's rarely like a romance that's gone south or something like that, where someone like turns in a student. It's almost always bystanders, and the reason is it's perceived to be like unfair. You know, that's the main reason. It just don't. I mean, just don't date students. I don't know, like, especially if they've ever been in your class. Like, there's so many people out there that you can date.
As you wish.
Like I said, I'm not saying that there aren't like cute or attractive students. Of course there are, but it's not worth your time. I mean, that's just part of like what it is to be a professional. Is you can't always do what you want. But just being an adult, I guess in general, sometimes you just gotta
Swiftly.
control yourself and you know, sacrifice some of your liberties in order to, you know, be a professional.
As you wish.
That's just the price of certain social obligations. Whether it's, you know, marriage or your job, whatever your job is, or like student, professor, whatever. If you're part of nonprofits, you know, just anything. That's part of the deal.
At once.
None. That's what I'm saying, Juan. It doesn't happen like that. Like, students just aren't randomly gonna say that. Would there be some, like, if I wasn't married, if I, you know, really explored that option? Sure, I'm sure I could have found somebody, but it's nothing that I was really particularly looking for. And usually, like I was saying, it's usually the teacher or the professor, if that happens, that starts that inquiry, I guess you could say. Either they'll say something explicitly or they'll say something implicitly that signals that that's an option.
With ease.
What are these guys doing? Are they... Why? Like, they're literally just standing in that river. I guess they're just... Can we just... Are we chasing? Just don't chase. Just get this stuff. Just cut them off. Hey, what's up, Five-Tailed Artist? Hey, thanks, Lou. That's awesome, buddy. I'm glad the stream was able to help you out. Yeah, so we just caught him out there. It was kind of goofy why Victor was over there. I understand why Skarner wants to flank. I don't really get the Victor thing, but we need to get out. We don't have Skarner.
In harmony.
And it may not be the best place to recall. Yeah, I mean, of course there have been cool. I mean, if I interact with any large body of students or any large body of anybody, then any group of people, I mean to say, then sure there are gonna be cool people in there. But my wife's the best. Don't need anybody else. Yeah, man. I mean, my advice is if not even just teacher, if you're just a professional in any field, don't date a subordinate. Like that's my advice to you. Whether you're a manager somewhere. I mean, I know it happens, and it's fine, but it just creates so many problems, and it can just look really unprofessional, which can hurt you professionally, and it's... just go to wherever people go to get dates, some kind of online dating service or something. There are lots of cool meetup groups and things like that. It's just, it's really awkward if you date a coworker, and especially if you're in a position of power, then it can be misunderstood. Even if you don't have intentions of giving them preferable treatment, it looks really bad. I feel like we're gonna throw right here. Damn it, I was trying to ult him out of the pin, but I got blown up by something. Guess I just got hit by everything.
An enemy has been slain.
There's no way he beats Yasuo. What is this guy smoking? Well, they might just be able to end the game here if Yasuo doesn't back. What do you mean?
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
Okay, it's the reason that Yasuo gets a free 50% armor piercing. I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill him. Yasuo gets a free 50% armor piercing on his ult.
As you wish.
But yeah, I didn't have to die there. So I was just trying to, like I said, I was trying to blow the Trundle back so he wouldn't flash the pit. I really didn't like that Baron. There's just so many things that could go wrong. Like Xerath can snipe it. We've already seen Xerath snipe several things away from this Skarner.
Upon the wind.
And oh, hi Rory, what are you doing?
Baby.
What are you doing, Rory? You hanging out?
Baby.
You going in the co-pilot chair? Yeah. A couple of students have pointed out that they know who I am, or they've asked if I played League, and I've told them the truth. I haven't told. If they just ask if I play, I'll say yes, but I don't tell them that I'm a content creator. But there's been a couple that have noticed that I'm a content creator. Do what?
Did you see the picture I sent you?
No. Oh, nice. My wife is interested in this cosplay. She actually spent a pretty good little chunk of change collecting the materials for this. From like Goodwill and some other places, so.
Walmart and Joanne.
I mean, not like expensive places, but a lot of the stuff has added up. She had to order the wig
I got the
online.
wig.
This better be a thing. More people, if this is a cool cosplay, more people better donate for cosplay. Yeah, and she still has to create it all. Next couple of days. I don't know why we're getting this. I guess this is easier than the inhibitor, but dude, you're gonna lose. Well, maybe he'll get him this time. They have so much poke. Let's just go over here. No, just back up.
Breathlessly. By your command,
He's like, you guys make no progress. How? It was 4v4. Like, Yasuo's not integral to their base defense.
Enemy rampage.
Shit, just get out, get out. It's gonna be difficult because we can't 1v1 this Yasuo. He has like 300 something farm right now. He's almost 6 items. He has no speed boosts. I guess he has Predator.
for tranquility.
We should have just probably gone up middle earlier. I don't know why we were sieging that tier 2 versus Sarah.
Swiftly.
Dude. Ezreal has a Quicksilver Sash. So is Yasuo. What are you doing, Rory?
Your turret has been destroyed.
As you wish.
Skarner randomly backed, so we get to lose the dragon. Skarner's like, this is how we lose it. It's like, dude, you backed. Yeah, I get. Yeah, we can do it. There's no towers, so it's gonna have backdoor defense, but
Destroyed an inhibitor.
For tranquility.
okay, we got it. Man, that was sketchy. That was sketch.
Victory.
Cost to choose my haircut? I don't know. It would have to be wife approved. Throw me a number and a haircut option. Send me a picture. My wife would probably agree to many of the options. Especially shave bald. She'd love that.
No.
We really did pull out a lot of that last game. Like, that redemption plus ult plus exhaust on the Yasuo is pretty much what won that fight. If Yasuo got a couple of kills there, we would have lost. If Darius went down, I think we would have lost. Right, Rory?
Now.
Okay. But that's it for the individual video. So the stream's going to continue. But thank you very much. We'll see you next time.